This is Straight Talk with Atlanta native Greg Fann, the Preacher Man, and his sidekick Shanan Jones. Frank discussions of issues affecting the ATL, Fulton County, the state of Georgia, the nation, and around the world. And now, here they are, live and in living color, the team of Jones and Fann, the Preacher Man.
Night to Straight Talk with yours truly.
Straight Talk with Atlanta native Greg Fann, the
Preacher Man, and Shanan. He's on. Look like Shanan. You like on? Where you at, man? Look like you're on an island somewhere. Where are you?
I'm home right now, but I'm conjuring up. I feel an island in my future.
You can see I'm on a different set.
I see that. Look like you on an island somewhere.
Well, not quite an island, but pretty close. Pretty close.
All right.
I want to welcome you all tonight to Straight Talk with Shanan and myself. Don't forget to like us, subscribe, make comments, and share to our YouTube channel. And tune in each and every Sunday, 7 p.m. on WIGO 1570 on your AM dial. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel. Somebody's calling me on my other line. You know I'm on vacation. I'm trying to get them to understand I'm on vacation. Okay?
You know how they can understand when you're on vacation?
Yeah.
That's how they can understand. Don't answer. That's how they can understand.
Again, I'm not answering it. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget, if you want to be a guest, all you have to do is go to Straight Talk News 1362 at gmail.com. And we'll be back in just a few minutes right after Miss C. And we got some more talk, some real talk, some straight talk. Don't go nowhere.
Hi, Miss C here with your 3-minute news blast, or more or less. Never can tell. Hey, Bishop Greg. Hey, Pastor Shanan. Today I'm going to tell you about what's going on with our own Bishop Greg and Pastor Shanan. Liberty International Door of Hope Ministries, where our own Bishop Greg Fann is pastor. Well, he's the overseer. The pastor is Letishka Roddy. They invite you to worship with them each Sunday, and the services begin at 10 a.m. You can join them on YouTube Live, and Sunday school is from 9 to 9:45, and worship service begins at 10. Liberty International Door of Hope Ministries is located at 1362 Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta. And now I want to tell you about Pastor Shanan Jones. He and the church invites you to the Gathering Church. Now, Pastor Shanan says this is real people, real talk, real church. And they want you to join them each Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Gathering. That's 3707 Main Street in College Park. And it's in the Club E Atlanta building. Okay? And now listen, I want to tell you something else that's close to my heart is voting. And early requests for absentee ballots started on August the 19th. So it's already going on. You can request your absentee ballot by going to the Secretary of State website. And let me tell you about another important date. That's October the 7th. That is the last day that you can register. If you're not registered, and if you're you have some household members, some friends, and other relatives that are not registered, encourage them as much as you can. That's what I've been doing around here, is to encourage the young people. Sometimes they don't see the need to vote. They weren't around when we saw the struggle firsthand. So encourage everybody that you know to vote. We had a great a lot of inspiration going around, and to do the right thing, and that's to register to vote because people have bled and died so that we could have the right to vote. And so we need to vote, okay? And let me tell you about another deadline that I think I saw. I printed out the calendar, and they're going to have, let's see, wait a minute. The first day for early voting starts October the 15th. So if you don't want to stand in those long lines, start going to the early voting places. Now, the early voting places sometimes will be different from your main voting place, so you may want to check. Okay, the first day to early vote is October the 15th, and they will have some mandatory Saturday voting will be held October the 19th and the 26th. And there will also be now this is optional, a Sunday voting time, and you'll just have to check. It's October the 20th and the 27th. Those are Sundays if they have early voting on Sunday. And the deadline to request an absentee ballot is October the 25th. But you don't want to wait till October 25th if you want your absentee ballot. Go ahead and do it now, okay? And listen, if you'd like for us to announce your event, just email it to me at straighttalknews1362@gmail.com. That's straighttalknews1362@gmail.com. And I'd like for you to do 4 things before we go. I'd like for you to, what? Because I don't know. I'd like for you to like us. I'd like for you to subscribe to us. Leave comments. Let us know how we're doing. And number 4, I'd like for you to share us. Don't keep Straight Talk News to yourself. Tell everybody about Straight Talk News. You'll be glad you did. And listen, I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you right back here. And I pray that the Lord blesses you real good. Bye now.
Well, welcome back. We're back on the other side. C gave all that information and about your church service and my church service. You're invited to join us each and every Sunday at Liberty International Church, Door of Hope Ministry, 1362 Metropolitan Parkway in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Shanan, your church.
Oh, wait. Because you have just completed 44 years of preaching the gospel. Amen. 44 years. So we
44.
celebrate. Come on. What'd you say?
44 years as the founding pastor of Liberty International. I've been preaching.
Pastor.
Right. I've been preaching
a little longer
52 years. Yes. 52
You've been
years
preaching 52 years.
Yes.
But 44 in the same pastorate that you founded. And so we celebrate you tonight. Come on, everybody. Say Talk family around the world. And WIGO family, 15, 17 years. Let's celebrate God and what He has done in the life of our Bishop Greg Fann, and be able to be faithful to Christ and faithful to parish and parish community for 44 years. We love you, Bishop.
Love you too, Shannon. Love you too. Tell us about the gathering. The gathering church. Tell us about the gathering church.
We 7 years in there, and I feel like I've been there 44 years. but that's just the life of a planner. So I'm looking to you, big brother, to be able to hold on to life's meandering journey in preaching and loving people and trying to hear God, help hear God and build the church through me. I'm not building it. That's what I got to remember. I'm preaching and I'm obedient and faithful, but I'm letting the Lord build the church. Because unless He builds a house, they labor in vain.
Truly. But it's a joy in helping people. When you're helping people, you're really helping yourself. It's a joy in serving the Lord because it's going to be a great payday after a while. Shannon,
Yes, sir.
we talk, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about this election and what's been going on in the election. We've been talking about Donald Trump for way over 2 years. 2 years. It seems like people are finally getting Project 2025, and we've been talking about it forever. And I'm glad that they're getting it now and understanding the damage that it will cause to our country, to our kids, our grandkids, and our great grandkids if he becomes a dictator. And I just wanted to talk tonight about why people move out blindly looking at the things of that Trump is saying as opposed to looking at what he has done. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Shannon, now, and you can give your comments and observation about why you think people are moving on what he's saying as opposed to looking at what he's doing or has done.
Well, Bishop, thank you. I don't think that, I think a little differently about this. I really don't think that the people are really following Donald Trump because he's not really giving you anything to follow unless you're trying to see how to have a greater crowd size or you want to, as a 70-year-old man, uh, become more beautiful than a 60-year-old woman, 70-plus-year-old man become more beautiful than a 60-year-old woman. And all these crazy things that have nothing to do with the bread and butter issues. I was in the grocery store today, and I was looking at people buying eggs, and I'm watching people buying the eggs. The eggs are expensive things. I remember when eggs were like $1 or something like that. Sometimes it was less than $1. And I'm watching people try to make a decision as to which eggs they can afford. And I'm watching people looking at the eggs.
I hear you, Shannon, but you kind of fading away. Are you talking directly into the mic? Because
I'm talking directly into the mic.
now you are. Now you are.
Yeah,
I hear you.
directly into the mic. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so thank you for that. But yeah, I'm watching people, and I'm watching people struggle, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, man, Trump is not speaking this at all. And I know that some of the people that I saw looking at that, they are voting for Donald Trump. Are they voting for Trump? Are they voting for him? And are they hoping that this is going to break him for being able to not do many of the things that Project 2025 is talking about, but really, the people that are being used as a positive message, because actually they too are looking for informative for you.
For some reason, you're going in and out. Look like when you're on one side, we can hear you clearly. If you go to your left, we can hear you clearly. When you come back to the center, we can't really make out what you're saying. Go to your left.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So I'm just saying that to make a long story short, I really think that people are not voting for Donald Trump in land, but they're voting for the administration of Trump, and they're hoping for that administration to get them to the opportunity, and they're hoping that not that Trump administration is going to get privileged, but they are so afraid of and reminiscent of the representation of America of yesterday. And they are hoping that from this. I really don't think he's following Trump because he's not doing anything to do with following. He's not saying anything to do build upon, and he's not showing you anything that can really do or
Truly.
allow you to stand. He's not doing that. So the hope is while he is doing what another president did ain't telling you, that while that's happening, that there's just been a administration that brings forth their preferences. Because, these people are thinking that not Donald Trump in this case is going to be able to say that they have to stay on this team because if we don't trust that they are involved in, and we don't think that they're going to return us to where we were yesterday or even about freedom.
Your mic your mic is your mic for whatever reason, your mic is not coming through clear. I don't know what it is. It's in and out. It's not cutting off. It's just going down for some reason, and then at some point it's up. I don't know. Because
I'm not sure.
I understand what you're saying, that people are not, Frunk has not given them anything for them to be supporting, because he's not talking about high grocery price or how he wants to lower them or kinds of things that affect the everyday person. He's joning. When I say joning, he's talking about people. He is criticizing people. He's talking about people that he looks better than Kamala Harris, that he's beautiful, he's smart, he's everything. It's just like what Clinton said the other night. It's never in a we. It's all about him, I. Where are the people in his plan for his next presidency if he should win? I believe that's what you were saying, but we couldn't make it out. We couldn't make it out.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I can hear you now, but it's like I don't know. The mic that you use, we may get you another mic to go with your audio. But I'm clearly, okay. I understand what you were saying, and I wanted the listeners to understand what you're saying, because if you really think about it, Shanan, and you can come in as you come in, if you really think about it, you're right. He called the military people suckers, right? Right? Condescending. Everything that he is saying is condescending. And it is nothing for the people. It's all about him. He's trying to keep himself out of jail with the 34 felonies and not have to pay money because he sexually assaulted this young lady, right? He's trying to get out of everything that he's done. You know what I labeled Trump as? Little Richie Rich. Little Richie Rich. That's who Donald Trump is. A kid that grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, who never had to go buy grocery, never been to a grocery store other than campaigning going through, never put any gas in his car, never did the things that common people, everyday people have to do, because he don't understand it. Because he never had to do it.
Because he concocted a story that he had bone spurs. Never done anything.
Never. So how can he relate to the common man? But lie. Thank you so much. He's done plenty of lying now. Plenty of lying.
And you know, the cases that you're talking about are the cases we know about. But how many settlements and sealed records are there where there's smoke, there's fire with this guy? And this guy isn't on fire. He's on fire and it's consuming him. And we're watching him almost self-implode right now.
Well, you know, one of the things, I certainly concur, and I'm sure some people that are listening that concur with it. But I think that Trump's base, he has built his base, and he's got all he's going to get in this upcoming election. His plan is to steal it. And I want you to listen to me, Shanan, and I want the viewers to listen to me too. He's saying now that Iran has hacked him so that they can throw the election for Kamala. That's what he's putting out there now. But he didn't talk about when Russia hacked the elections for him to become president. Everything that he has done. Now he's claiming and alleging that somebody is trying to kill him. You know, this man is, I tell you, this man is too much. He's just a liar.
Well, they did find today, they did report, and I'm sure that's what you were referring to, that there was a man, I believe in Texas, or somewhere near the border,
Yeah, it was near the
a
border.
white man
Right.
that they caught that wanted to kill him. And the question I would ask is, well, why are all his people trying to kill him? The boy was a Republican. I'm sure this man was probably disaffected MAGA in some sense. So the question is, the only thing I can think of, Bishop, is that when you live by the sword, that's all I'm going to say about that. You got to be careful what you put out there because you could be raising an army to attack you and to take you down instead of, especially those that are noticing now that it ain't quite going the way that they thought. And the fear is starting to really get into a lot of them now that this man just is about to lose. And when they hear him, they know that he doesn't have a winning message. And so there's fear there that the MAGA will show up. But MAGA alone can't do it. Women alone can't do it for Kamala. Democrats alone can't do it. And so that's why last night they were talking about building bridges and bringing others on. And MAGA just does not have a large, their bridge is an eye of the needle. It's too small, too narrow, and it's not wide enough to bring a big tent in to help it to be able to make it. I hope you can hear me. I'm talking.
I hear you very well. I hear you well. I hear you well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. And so I think I think we're starting to see more white fear come into this and MAGA. And I heard one preacher say, and you did too, don't be surprised if rather than to be beaten by Kamala, because he always got to give it. Ain't never him. It's always somebody else that did it. And that's a liar for you. They never come to the truth. It's always somebody else. He did it. She did it. And rather than to let Kamala spank him, one preacher said to us this week on our statewide call that don't be surprised if Trump jumps out of the race. I don't see him doing that with ego, but I also don't think his ego can take it to see a woman look down on him in defeat.
And to get whooped twice, one by Biden and then one by a woman, a black woman too. Oh man!
And by Ossoff and Warnock and Ossoff and everything else. We've only known Donald Trump for losing.
Right.
He's lost in his businesses. I went to his casinos. I went to Atlantic City. I went to that casino hotel and on the boardwalk. It's gone. He started an airline. It's gone. He started a private university, making folks think that he would be able to educate and make people entrepreneurs. It's gone. He started construction companies and development companies.
Called a road.
Everything that he did. And those who have stood, and then all the people, a lot of the leaders that stood on this platform are gone to jail and gone. So everything that we've seen, we've only known this guy to be a loser. But as a liar, he knows how to make a loss look like a win. And that's a fine artist career right there.
Well, he grew up. His mother said, and I quote from the paper that she said, "Don't ever let my son win anything, cause he's ignorant." So I mean, if your mama, who birthed you, had disparaging things to say about you, well, why are we following you? Not we, but why some of you guys are following him when his mother even said you shouldn't? Because she raised him along with his father, and she saw what he was and what he could become and what he would do. And he's not proved her wrong. And all of his family members, people close to him have said the same thing. He's a misogynist. They've all said it. And they're family members. So if your family member have derogatory things to say about you, then it must be what? True.
Be true, Bishop.
Well, Shannon, let's leave him alone tonight. Let's just talk about it and tell the people.
Gladly.
Let's vote. Just go to the poll and let's vote. Let your vote be your voice, and let your voice be heard by your vote. Okay?
That's
Let
right.
your vote be your voice, and let your voice be heard by your vote. Ask
That's right.
not what your country can do for you, as the late former President
God
JFK
have mercy.
said. Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what
But
you can do for your country.
for you,
And what you
yeah.
can do for your country is vote. If you want to
Can I?
save democracy, vote. If you want to save freedom, vote. That's what you can do to save your country. You were about to say something, Shannon.
Yeah, I think that we need to look at a little differently and say, ask not what democracy can do for you. Because history has shown us 13, 14, and 15th Amendment what democracy can do for us. 13th Amendment freed us, 14 made us citizens, 15 gave us the vote. But ask what you can do to preserve democracy. Because if that don't happen, then you're going to be asking, ask not what freedom can do for you, but ask where the heck did freedom go?
Lord help.
Right now, brothers and sisters, freedom is on the ballot. Not privilege. You ain't had no, you know you ain't had no privilege. Go in a store and they follow you around. Last to be hired, first to be fired. You know you ain't had no privilege. All you've had is to be able to hold up and say, I'm a citizen of this country. And every day we've had to fight to be citizens and to stand on the foundation of democracy. And Donald Trump and Project 2025 or Project 47, Administration 47 or whatever they want to call it, are taking a sledgehammer to the foundation of democracy. And if they do that, you won't have to worry about voting again because you won't have a vote. That's what they're trying to take from you. They're trying to take your vote. Make no mistake about it. The man said, vote this time, Christian, and you'll never have to vote again because we have it fixed. And them 920 pages, and you can go to Kamala Harris, / I believe it is, Project 2025. It's out there. Those 920 pages are promising that they have fixed it so that we can lose the democracy that we have. But Donald Trump's already a dictator. We just don't want him to be our dictator.
No, we don't want to be our dictator. I don't want to be mine because I'm voting. I'm voting. I cannot wait till early voting begin. I cannot wait because I'm taking Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. I'm even taking you, Shannon, to the poll.
I'll be there. Let's go. Let's go.
Listen, but I'm going to change the subject just a little bit. You know, we talked about the Olympics, a little bit of Olympics last time. I want to talk about this upcoming football season. Oh, man, just for a minute, Shannon, just for a minute.
Don't talk about this. Please don't talk about no Steelers. We just got through dealing with a team. We just got through dealing with a Steelers. We don't want to talk about
the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm talking about that winning championship coach, Mike Tomlin. I'm talking about a team that has a history of winning Super Bowl games, winning divisional games. I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, as I'm on vacation, we were shopping today, and man, I saw this pretty Pittsburgh Steelers shirt, and I wanted to buy it. But then I said, no, it's a little costly because I got plenty of Pittsburgh stuff. I said, well, it's a little costly, so I'm not going to get it. My wife said, go ahead and get it. Now, mind you, she's the one who said, you don't need no more Pittsburgh stuff. So I said, okay, I'm going to go and get it. How about this? I go in there and get it, and guess what? Guess what, Shannon? Guess what?
It was on sale.
No.
They gave it to you for free because they couldn't sell it.
No, it was on my. They didn't have it on my side. They didn't have my side. So
They didn't have it on your side.
They didn't have my size. Not have my size. Look, they done bought so many of them. They done sold out of in my size.
I know
Lord,
something about that. They regularly don't have stuff in my size. But
but
yours is
anyway,
love. I ain't heard for you.
but anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that other team. That other team. You know, y'all.
Falcons are building a heck of a team, but we ain't gonna talk. We gonna let our talk build up.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Rise
that.
up.
Cause
Rise up.
no, I got a musician in my church. Oh man, he's just raving. He just know that this is the year. I said, well, last year was the year before last was the year, and the year before that was the year. So one y'all will have a year, 1 year, but I don't know if it's this year.
They better wait on the Lord. They better wait on the Lord. We've been made.
All right, Al Sharpton, but John, gonna come in the morning when that gold and black go back and get another Super Bowl ring.
What did the scripture say? They shall mount up with wings and falcons. What was it? They shall mount up with wings as a dirty bird. They shall mount up with wings. They shall mount up with wings. That's the word I was. They shall mount up. So we're going to mount up. We're going to rise up, and we're going to win up football season.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going away here. Look like I'm fading to black over here.
you are. But listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. You know, Shanan and I, we love to do this program for you. If you want to get a Kamala Harris T-shirt, I tell you what you do. I have some in variety of colors. All you got to do is email me at fangreg37@gmail.com.
Want to be a guest on Straight Talk? Email Craig Fann at fann922@comcast.net or call 404-308-0795. Join us again for another episode of Straight Talk with Shanan Jones and Greg Fann, the Preacher Man.
Yeah, man, look like you on